Ugh, ugh, gosh, this pain just isn't giving me the sensations that I'm craving anymore. Guess I need to enlist the help of some demonic forces. Hellraiser, released in 1987 and is directed by Clive Barker, who has also directed such films like Nightbreed and Lord of Illusions. And this film is starring Andrew Robinson, Claire Higgins, and Ashley Lawrence. And the reason why we're talking about Hellraiser today, one, it's Halloween season, so of course I gotta talk about some classic Halloween horror franchises, even though this is my first time viewing this movie. I've never seen these films before, but it was also a movie recommendation and donation from one of my longtime subscribers and contributors of this channel, Dr. Camp. Thank you very much for your recommendation. If any of you out there also want to be like Dr. Camp and help support me and contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left of your screen right now. Any size donation will do. Just send that over with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out, just like what I did with Dr. Camp here. Larry and Julia have just moved in to Larry's brother's Frank's former house. And while there, Julia is swept up by past emotions of her one-time affair with Frank before she eventually married Larry. Well, after a couple of weird happenings in the house, the body of Frank starts reincarnating in one of the rooms upstairs. And it's learned that Frank needs the blood of several victims in order to reincarnate himself fully so that he can completely escape the Cenobites who originally did this to him. And because Julia is so attracted to the skeleton, she is going to bring in a whole bunch of potential suitors, lead them upstairs to where she will kill them, and then he will suck out their blood, and he slowly becomes whole again. Like I said before, I've never seen these films. I've seen the posters so many times going into Family Video or Blockbuster when I was a kid. You would see this poster up in the horror section, of course, and I would eventually catch a scene or a clip every once in a while on TV where they would have marathons of this franchise, but I never knew who Pinhead was. I never knew like what they were after. I knew there was this box. There was one movie in the Hellraiser franchise that I want to say takes place in space, and I feel like I caught a lot of that movie, but I still had no idea what was happening. The chains would come out from the walls, and you have this puzzle box that if you twist it enough, the Cenobites will come, and I keep saying Cenobites. That just, isn't that a dessert item on the Taco Bell menu? I swear to God it is. When they kept saying Cenobites, I was like, I want some Taco Bell. I want those Cenobites from Taco Bell. Those are delicious. But just like a lot of these horror franchises that got started in the late 70s and in the 80s, the first installment, we don't get a lot of the said main killer. Like, there's Pinhead on the cover of this DVD, on this movie. He is the face of this franchise. How long is he in this movie? Like 5 minutes in total? And he can't show up with his little goons who love to just pinch their nipples because it hurts when they twist them. They can't show up unless the puzzle box is twisted in a way where it's not complete. That's when they can show up. That doesn't sound like a very powerful being, in my opinion. Sorry. But when they do, they have all of the chains and everything, and it's not like, hey, we're coming to do evil things. No, we're actually here to help you. Like, I never knew this about them. They're here to provide you with pleasures and sensations that you, in your mundane, boring-ass human life here on this earth, can't experience. So what they do is they put little hooks in your skin, and then they pull, and they keep pulling, and they provide you with pain, which I guess is like a tremendous sensation and feeling that all of us are missing. I don't know about you guys, I like the sensations I have here on earth. I don't want any of this. I will never crave for pleasures beyond this world. If that's what I'm expecting, I'm fine here. But again, we only see Pinhead on screen for like 5 minutes. Everything else is this character Frank, who is just trying to reincarnate himself. How and why he can do that, I don't know. We have a very, very short scene right away in this film, with Frank sitting at the table with some guy from the black market who's like, here's the box. Oh, I'm not gonna charge you anything. It was always yours to begin with. And then we cut to him in his London home. Like, he's in India for like 20 seconds, barely 20 seconds, and then he's in his London home, where he opens it up and then he gets all like tortured and everything. This movie is all about the prosthetics. So if you're into just a lot of that creepy stuff, the mannequins, the blood gushing everywhere, a lot of makeshift prosthetics of ears and eyes and just skin flesh ripped all over, this is the movie for you. This is a horror guru's delight of a film. In terms of characters, though, I mean, these are pretty cheesy-ass, simple, horrific characters. Just the women want sex, the men want the sex from the women, and when the women don't give them the sex, they're like, I don't know. What's up with you? One moment you're all over me, and then the next you don't want anything to do with me. I just don't get you. And then you got little Christy, who's the daughter, who definitely has some type of daddy issue there. Comes over and gets sucked up in all of this shit. So now she has to find a way to defeat Frank and defeat Julia, who she knows is helping him, but then also get the Cenobites away. Like, I don't want any Taco Bell today, please. No, go away. What a weird ass movie. But again, if you like the prosthetic torture horror film genre, which is what this film is, then this is the movie, this is the franchise for you. I don't know if it's the franchise for me, probably not, because again, this movie was just freaking weird. We had all the tropes that we would typically have with these 80s franchise horror films. A lot of dumbass people just knocking on doors, looking in, being like, whoa, what's going on in here? All the suitors that Julia is like leading up to this very, very crappy, smelly, dingy room upstairs, they all go inside. They're like, wait, there's no bed in here. And then she says, well, I just like doing it on the floor. But they're so seduced by this woman that they're like, okay, let's do it on this crappy, dingy-ass floor, babe. Just, what? Come on, guys. Grow a frickin' brain. Everyone's just so frickin' stupid in this movie. I will say that it is intriguing. It is an intriguing first chapter into a franchise that, looking up, actually has 10, 11 entries into the whole frickin' thing. I didn't even know that, which is probably why I've never delved into it, because whenever I catch a scene on TV, I'm always wondering, like, wait, what is this 3? And then after 3, they let go of the numbers, and then they started doing, like, little subtitles, so I'm like, I don't know if that's 5 or that's 6, whatever, so I'm just gonna stop watching it. That's why I never got into this thing. But again, if this is your type of horror film that you love watching, awesome, good for you. Not really for me, so I'm gonna give Hellraiser from 1987 2 out of 5 Blu-rays. I've had better. So guys, if you've seen Hellraiser, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell. See you the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.